is indeed a magnificent event, and I am truly honored to have this opportunity to welcome you to your new home in the heart of Atlanta. At the Interfaith Children's Movement, we are interfaith in makeup and composition, meaning we are a movement that calls all faith traditions to work together on behalf of Georgia's children. Because let's face it, we're responsible for a constituency here in Georgia of 2.5 million infinite futures. It was just a few months ago at one of our interfaith gatherings that I happened to connect with members of your church. And your first response was, "Here we are, what do you need?" Well, the next thing I knew, I had all of these great materials. I mean, they gave me a stack. They are extremely on target for our kids. Your focus is on study and on providing messages to youth about how to be understanding, compassionate, and moral. And all of these lead to positive outcomes. And so you could say that the Church of Scientology is an excellent example of putting faith into action.
Many years ago, I had the pleasure of marching with Dr. Martin Luther King right here on the streets of Atlanta. We were fighting oppression, fighting inequality in the education system. My thirst for freedom is born from these experiences. Drugs are the almighty oppressor today. They cause people to lose their humanity. It's a constant battle to get new information about those drugs that might not be as familiar as heroin or marijuana. But Drug-Free World spills the milk on what these harmful drugs really are. Here we are in the face of this direct affront on our society. This little kit, containing all the little booklets therein, they are directly targeted to the youth we counsel in our centers. The way I see it, the church has a mandate to manifest its ability to help. So let's call it an important beginning of our partnership to serve the people of this city. And in that way, we can all together enter the bright glories of tomorrow.
Unless you can teach someone the basics of living, of being a human being, of being a spiritual being, then they can't even begin to live. Because everything we do, there's a formula. And the way to happiness contains a formula for living. It's what I like to call the happiness formula. I brought this happiness formula to my center. To be clear, we deal with drug addicts, we deal with felons, and those wishing to start life anew. It's a tough crowd. I can remember one lady who came as an alcoholic, unhappy, depressed, low self-esteem. She would come by off and on for years. We started using the way to happiness. She didn't skip a meeting. And we started to notice a shift. She began to drink less and less. And all of a sudden, she wasn't drinking anymore. She secured a job. Since that time, she's been working every day and has become the sole provider for her family. In fact, since we began, over 2,500 individuals on the wrong side of life's path have now graduated from our Way to Happiness classes.
I love this city. I love this state. But it has deep-rooted problems. Problems which I know firsthand. After the loss of my sister at the hands of psychiatry, I needed retribution. And when CCHR came to the halls of our state capitol with the Psychiatry Industry of Death exhibit, it captured my attention and opened my eyes real wide. Yes. And since that time, we've introduced legislation to attack the root of the problem. So you have my promise of never-ending support so we can tell everybody, join us and stop this madness. Yes. And to talk to the significance of this day, one must say a word on that man amongst men. That's Mr. L. Ron Hubbard. Now, I don't usually get excited about a single person because I know a lot of great people, but this man is phenomenal, phenomenally phenomenal. He didn't just come out of nowhere. I believe that God chose him. Yes. He was before his time, he was during his time, and he's still most relevant at this time. And today, this is a testament to the fact that he is still with us and his teachings will live forevermore. So, in his name, and with this grand christening today, may the great state of Georgia be even greater.